much. I mean, in a way, it's just like Back to the Future, and in another way, it's completely different. So there's so much to talk about. This is the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm adding more pages to the time travel book, you magnificent bastards.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, I've
Oh,
had to make up a new law, Van Damme's law.
right, well, DVB just reminded me there's no fucking sound. It's so.
What?
I know. I had us both muted. Like fucking.
You fucking dipstick. That was
I
my
know.
best
And you
fucking.
just admitted to a fucking. Oh, your love for Time Cop.
It was my idea to watch it. I'm glad that DVB actually bothered. I'm pleasantly surprised he did.
Yeah, because you were saying you didn't think he'd watch it.
Yeah, I know, right? But he came through. No, you came through, Trip. It was amazing. I've had to add a new law, Van Damme's law. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, we'll get back to it later, but you're not ready. Are you ready? Van Damme's law, making a new timeline, potentially, not necessarily, potentially makes, definitely continues a new copy of the time traveler. That means they're not the same person. Oh no, they're two different people. See, what they don't have, see, they do too much. There's a few differences. It's the same as Back to the Future, and yet it's different. It's the same, yet it's different. We can go back to, yeah, so anyway, but there's more. No, there's more. Yeah, so forget the first page of notes that you've been using as your thumbnail, because actually we can skip the first part of the movie, because I'm uh, I'm keen to start somewhere around Act Two, where we're in Timeline D with Max D, because that's effectively Max A. I mean, Timeline D, as Jens points out, it's probably gone round the clock by now with those time criminals going backwards in time, setting up investment banks, making new timelines. Too many timelines. There's way too much time travel in Time Cop. Way too much. Especially the cops. Like the cops speeding, isn't it, folks? The cops are doing, they're making even more timelines than the criminals. They're even worse, aren't they? The cops. It's a social justice statement. That Van Damme, he's made at least 7 new timelines, plus at least 6 off screen. Jens will tell you about those. Anyway. But Jens, thanks for pausing. Is this on?
Yeah.
Hello?
It's on.
Reply.
It's on.
You sure?
I'm
Because
just looking for
Jens,
some.
yeah,
Like
what? Go on. I'll tell you.
some
Yeah, shut up. Okay. I've
you know,
also
it's
done the
in your
YouTube
room somewhere.
Pyramid of Stupidity. So, yep, you're on that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll find it. Like fucking when I'm not looking for
I
it.
need the that's the first. I want to start off
No.
with the YouTube pyramid of stupidity because all our friends are on it. Jill, Scotty's right at the bottom, predictably.
Right. Well,
Yeah, you're near the top, Jens. Well, you're at the top, but then there's more. But
right.
you are at the top of the pyramid of stupidity. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Scotty's
Yeah.
at the bottom.
No,
He's the
no,
dumbest
fucking hell.
cunt going.
No.
And I'm going to
Yeah,
show
no.
you. I'm going to
Give me the
you go
bottom
on then.
feeders.
Yeah,
DVB
like
says, can't
Scotty.
wait to see the part of Captain's notes where he says the movie takes place in 2014.
You're never going to
And
let that go, are you? It's completely irrelevant to causality. I mean, imagine if Jesus Christ was
oh,
doing the Gospels and then said,
he
"Yeah,
got
when I was
crucified.
born in the year zero," and they went, "But Jesus, there was no year zero. There's a mistake in the calendar. You know, it's a fact that King Herod died in 4 BC. That means that your birthday, Jesus Christ, is at least 4 years before Christ." And Jesus will be going, "I think you've missed the point." So, yeah, well done, DVB. You mention that one more time and I'm fucking leaving. Yeah? One one slip up that's been corrected. That's why it's called editing. It's like writing a book, isn't it, folks? It's been corrected. So, oh, well done. The captain made a mistake. The captain isn't God. Yep, I made a typo. It's completely irrelevant Now, what is relevant though? Now you've mentioned the year. See what does happen in Time Cop to anyone vaguely intelligent enough to know where I'm going with this, which is none of you cunts. Okay, on the fifth listen, you might get it. On the fifth listen, you might understand that the key difference between Time Cop and Back to the Future is in Time Cop, they go back 10 years, thus allowing the characters to meet younger versions of themselves. A pleasure not afforded to Martin McFly, who wasn't born in 1955. But I'm telling you now, it really would have helped us all if Doc Brown went backwards to the past with Marty. Then we'd have two Doc Browns interacting, wouldn't we? Doc A and so I need you. I'm going to warn you now. I'm going to need you in your imaginations to put Doc A. Brown, in the DeLorean with Marty A. He's good, but that didn't happen in the movie. I don't care. Okay, otherwise you're gonna have to memorize Scott to the Fiora, where indeed Captain Infinity does go with young
Well, wait there
Scotty.
then. Let's just finish off these chats because
Yeah,
UB
please
says,
do.
"Hey,
They're
yeah,
coming.
it's
I'll get
happy
the cat one, shall I?
Friday." He says, "Yeah, well, get this." Said, enjoyed the time cop discussion at the um, last the part where there was actually discussions. Well,
There's so
and then
much. I'm telling
yeah,
you,
no sound
you're
yet.
just
Sound
gonna.
is on. Hear it now. Yeah, and
Yeah, no, we're going to be
DVB
doing it for
says,
months. Don't worry about it.
and I think he's talking to you, Captain, because yeah, definitely he's talking to you. Says,
Little
I
cunt.
know you would enjoy it if you gave it a chance, Captain.
It's fucking
That's Time
awesome.
Cop. That will,
It's
yeah,
awesome. Except for the scar, there is a mistake that it didn't happen. You're just gonna have to. But it's on screen, Captain. No, it isn't.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Because
Well,
they went
I
malleable. But first, the pyramid
in
of stupidity.
time,
But
yeah,
actually,
but
that's yeah. Well, yeah,
in
yeah,
Time Cop theory, it
yeah,
does happen.
yeah. No, it doesn't. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, it
Well,
does because
that's
it's a
what I
fucking
mean. But
train.
hence the pyramid of stupidity.
Yeah, but
I
you might
wouldn't
not
say
like
that.
it. You might not like it, but the writers
It
of
doesn't matter
Time
whether I
Cop,
like
they
it.
loved it.
I don't give a fuck what you say. I'm not here to
Well, I'll
debate
tell you how
you.
much they
I'm here to
fucking
talk.
loved it. They like must have spent like a couple in them days. It'd been a couple of fucking
There's no
thousands
scar on the
of
center.
dollars
Spoiler alert,
to
there's no
just do
scar on
that
the
one
senator.
scene. So that's how much they fucking loved it. They was like,
Yeah,
right,
great.
yeah, we'll
Yeah,
fucking
great.
have this fucking nicely
Fucking
fucking zoomed in and all.
yeah, exactly. There's no
Yeah,
scar on that senator, I'll tell you that.
well,
But hence the pyramid of stupidity.
yeah. Well, anyway, DVB says maybe you didn't enjoy the movie. No, the captain did. He fucking loved
I
it. Look
fucking
at him,
loved
he
it.
fucking loved it. But I know you would enjoy discussing the time travel. Oh yeah, well, Captain likes discussing any time travel.
It couldn't be better because it's just like Back to the Future, except it isn't. It couldn't be more
What I
perfect.
said,
It's just what we needed.
more tits, ass, and action.
And less incest. Although he
Yeah,
does steal someone's wife. So there is that.
yeah, and no incest kiss like fucking Star
Yeah,
Wars.
more full on non incest proper sex. VR pornography, right? There's VR porn as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, not wrong in that.
Yeah. Masculine action. So more fighting.
Yeah, fuck Van Damme. It was that era of Van Damme where it's still now, where pretty much where if you get Van Damme in your film, you want him to do some action, don't you? You don't want Van Damme just sat in a chair talking about whatever.
No, otherwise, why bother having Van Damme? You know what I mean?
Yeah. As I say, Van Damme, physically, he could have been one of the top most best kickboxers in the world, but
Yeah, could have been. But
he knew it was easier and more beneficial with money if he was
yeah, more
fucking
profitable to get
yeah
into
more
time travel.
more profitable if he was in the movies than
Yeah,
in the middle of the
doing
ring.
time travel.
Well, he had his own gym and that because when he moved from Brussels
Yeah.
to America
I
to
cannot do this. This is closed loop and multiple timelines. And it thinks it's malleable. Someone gets the DVB on the phone.
well, when Van Damme moved from Brussels to America, he had a
Yeah.
successful gym and that, and he was a
Yeah.
personal trainer and all that.
Yeah.
So, as I say, he is in fucking top physical fucking um,
Condition.
condition when he was doing
That's
his
the one.
films in the 80s and 90s.
You can do it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, as I say,
Yeah.
and he was fucking
Wait, there's more.
well,
Yeah.
he was fucking one of them where
Right.
he had um, ballet training, so that's
You
why
could
his
tell,
kicks were
couldn't
so
you?
good. Well, his kicks were so
Yeah.
good because he had ballet training, and so he
He
could
was
do
in
the
Swan
splits
Lake.
and that. But anyway,
Yeah. Yeah.
back to the chat.
Back to
WB
the
says,
future.
Captain, since you actually watched the movie, we are even on the sand and torn up Quentin Tarantino Pulp Fiction script. And it,
Excellent.
and I can like throw the link to DVB if he wants to pop on.
Well, I don't know if he's ready yet. There's a lot to get through. We've got to do the pyramid of stupidity before anything else.
Right,
Because
which
I don't. So you're gonna have to draw a line on that pyramid, Jens. At which point do we not let people on the show because they're just too fucking stupid to get it? Do you know what I mean? At a certain point,
yeah.
there's no hope. I mean, you're at the top of the pyramid, but you're still on the pyramid of stupidity.
Yeah.
So
Well, you watch fucking cyanide bitches, so that doesn't
yeah, you
fucking.
keep going back to that. No, I don't.
Yeah. Well,
Sorry.
that's because
I
fucking you
don't. I don't.
do.
You know, what I
That's because
watch
it's
is
the
of no
truth.
concern to you, Mister. I find your abrasive tone. Now listen here, pal. Yeah, but don't worry. You're doing because we're just arguing about the details. You and your off-screen timelines, but we do agree on certain things. Well, I think we do because that's we're going to get back to the scar on the senator because your baseline. Well, this is. I thought the baseline for understanding anything was knowing the answer to the grandfather paradox. And as Jens pointed out so rightly yesterday, it's another way of saying Clobby's law with a bit of chaos theory is basically it's such a perfect answer to the grandfather paradox. It's almost rephrasing the question. But a lot of people don't even know what the grandfather paradox is, and they're not even the dumbest ones. So just when you thought basically, as soon as you make something idiot proof, folks, they upgrade the idiots. So yeah, don't worry about that page for the moment because that's actually the least. That's gone. That's not even relevant because the first page, the first act of the movie, there's just too many timelines. It's a headache. I want to skip
Yeah.
to Act Two. So screw that. No, you're going last in, first out. Like time travel. I need the pyramid of stupidity. That is going to have to be. That's a G14. It's actually the last thing I sent. That's not even the first thing. I sent three slides, and that's not even one of them. You decided to go with that. That's those notes are out of date, Jens. I'm not remotely interested in talking about the
Oh,
first
read
half of
that
the
the other
movie
one
because,
just sent me.
as you pointed out, there's about 1,000 off-screen timelines with those crims, and the cops go, "There you go. No, yeah, that's G12. Good, except that's the old version. I had to add Cam's law.
All right, you want the
That's
new
because of
right? The
time
last one
clock.
you right that one then.
That version no longer exists. If you're out there, something we haven't discussed for a long time. See the difference there, Jens? See, I've re-added a classic we haven't talked about for a long time. A long time. Cam's law. Can anyone even remember what Cam's law is? I bet Cam knows because it applies to the senator with a scar because he ain't got no scar. You know why? Cam's motherfucking law. Marty A is always Marty A. That means Senator D is always Senator D. So adding a scar to Senator F is in no way going to affect Senator D, who's a different person. And already you're like, I'm out. That's because you're too stupid to get it. So the two people left, DVB and Dalek 451, are like, hang on a minute. The idiot is onto
So that
something.
Daleks, you're fucking supporting fucking cast
Yeah,
member, then
whatever.
yeah, you
So
fuck.
Cam, he's a tough man, isn't he? Cam's law. Yeah, Martier is always Martier, and that means Senator D does not get a motherfucking scarf. We'll get onto that, but anyway, that's G12. So you're well done, G12. We'll get to that later. That's right. That's the new Van Damme's law. So already, just let it sink in. Let the information wash over you, folks. Van Damme's law. When you make a new timeline, when do you make a new timeline, Captain? Don't fucking ask Jens. There's fucking 6 off screen. We don't even agree on that. But the point is, whenever you make a new timeline, you make a new copy of everyone in it, and potentially people not even born yet. Hence the answer to the grandfather. So when you make a new timeline, you're making a new Marty, a new Doc Brown, and certainly a Doc Brown. Marty hasn't been born yet in 1955. Do fucking pay attention. We're going to get back to it later. But this is relevant for Time Cop. Every time you go back 10 years, you're making a new senator and a new Max Walker. That's not the same. That's a different Max Walker, you dumb cunt.
Yeah.
Right, but you two were going Max from 1994, Max from 2004. There's 3 different Maxes. There's 3 of them. That's why you're going to imagine Doc Brett. Anyway, don't worry about that. We're going to get to that. There's a lot to get through today. Right, bring up G13, please, Yen.
No, no. Well, you sent me 3 fucking notes, and 2 of them you said are irrelevant. So this is the only one. Unless you sent me another one. Did you send me some more?
Correct. Keep going. Yep. The Pyramid of Stupidity.
All right. Well, I'll have to fucking go get that then.
Do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Well, I'll read some chats because
Yep, it's your show.
yeah,
Take your time.
DVB says Max Walker should be on Broadway with them kicks. I can't come on tonight. I can listen for a bit though. I use the face scar on the senator and Marty disappearing hand simultaneously.
Synonymous. Yeah. Exactly. They cannot happen. Cannot happen.
Well, they can in fucking
No,
Back to the Future in Time Cop Law.
To bring up the. Yeah, I'll wait till you're
And the
done.
crazy thing is, lots of off-screen timelines in Time Cop.
Correct.
Yeah,
Too many.
Yeah.
At least 26. We actually went round the alphabet, round the clock.
Yeah.
Okay, still waiting for that Pyramid of Stupidity, because you need to understand there's no disappearing Marty and there's no scar on the senator because of the grandfather paradox. So,
Well,
I'll wait for you. I mean, by the time you find it, I'll have updated it.
Well, I said fucking send me them before the stream. You had that.
Your incompetence is not my problem. I sent you the information, so find it. It's in your intro. I'll wait. I need the Pyramid of Stupidity. It's our first slide.
I'm just checking to see, right. So, yeah, you sent me 4. You sent me 4, right.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Check the software. Let's see if that's true. I have no clue as to the number. Yep, you're wrong. I have sent you the Pyramid of Stupidity.
I know. I said you sent me 4.
I repeat, it's the most recent one that I sent you.
Yeah. I thought you sent me fucking 3.
Marked as seen. Talking over me won't make it appear any quicker.
No, I've got a copy of the comp first.
Yeah, your incompetence is not my problem. I did send you the graphic. Don't blame me. This is like back in the design work.
I'm just seeing who's at the bottom, and there's no disagreeing with that.
To open up a graphic.
What? I said I've just seen who's at the bottom of the pyramid, and I'm not disagreeing with that.
Excellent.
So, caps notes number 4. There we go. Right. So,
Here it comes.
there it is.
There we go.
Yeah,
The
let me fucking.
YouTube pyramid of stupidity. All your favourite YouTubers on that pyramid, including a new appearance, Trev. Trev's guest today. One of Trev's guests. What's
What?
his name? Exactly. What?
Yeah, I don't, I don't know what you were saying. I don't know who Trev is.
Ah, okay. He's a friend of Brown's. He's got a new show on Friday night, loose or something. But I thought I'd ask him about time travel. One of his guests immediately weighed in with some totally weak bullshit. And I thought, how stupid are you? And that's where I got the idea for this, the YouTube pyramid of stupidity, where indeed you'll find Trev's guest today. But that's not the dumbest thing I've heard. So we'll go at the bottom. Basically, this is regarding, so I already need to update this by putting the question at the bottom. So I'm now going to add the question to the bottom, which is what is solution? What is the solution to the grandfather paradox? Okay. And so basically, we're going to go up the pyramid to the dumbest thing you can say from Scotty, and then the smartest thing you can say from Jens, and then we're going to go even further up. But we're going to go the pyramid of stupidity, going from Scotty to Gorilla Censored Thoughts, then Spidey, Time Prophet, Jill, Trev's guest today, hopefully Jill on the other side of that, then Eugene Bird, Robert A. Heinlein, and then Jens. So, our pyramid of stupidity. Okay, so the question for the pyramid of stupidity is, what is your solution to the so-called grandfather paradox? And you can try this at home and find out where you belong on the pyramid of stupidity. Okay, your solution to the grandfather, because you'd think the dumbest answer is what's the grandfather paradox, but no, that's the fourth one up. It's not even the bottom three. See, no, it is in the bottom three. Anyway, so the dumbest response to what is your solution to the grandfather paradox is it's just a story. Time travel isn't real.
And
Classic one from Scotty.
no,
It's time travel's made up, yo. Variations on that.
no,
Yep,
I will not
that is
believe. No one said that. No one said that. No one's gonna be stupid enough to fucking
you'd
put the
think.
name to that comment.
You'd think exactly. Denying the question is pretty much the dumbest answer there is. But YouTubers, including Scotty, have maybe he was
Oh,
being ironic, maybe he was taking the piss, but that is
yeah,
a
no,
standard
no, that
answer
explains
from
it.
YouTubers. Wes Cagel's another one. I can suspend my disbelief. It's not real, so on and so. There's still the grandfather paradox, even in fiction. Plus, you got in my other ear Eugene Bird going, no, I think you'll find time travel is real. Will you fuckers fight amongst yourselves? Okay. So I don't care whether it is or isn't real. Maybe that is the fascination of time travel. Doesn't matter whether it's real or not. The grandfather paradox is a question confronting you, the writer, the time traveler, the viewer of the time travel. Basically, Jean Claude Van Damme. This applies to you. So, dumbest answer going, it's just a story. Time travel isn't real. If anyone on YouTube says that, then unsubscribe immediately and leave. Leave the panel because the stupidity might be infectious.
Like, why are you talking about pop culture if you're fucking not even not even fucking bothering about the fucking storylines because it's just fictional?
Actually, that's even the dumbest. There isn't even a dumber one, which is stop talking about time travel. Exactly. People that don't even want to talk, it's like you're literally on a pop culture channel. So that's actually the dumbest thing is stop talking about time travel. Anyway, back to our Doctor Who special. And now 26 favourite episodes of Star Trek. Hi, I'm Jill. So yeah, you're right. I think we've got a new one. The dumbest thing you can say, stop talking about denying the topic at all. Stop talking about time travel. You're literally the producer of Star Trek. I don't want to hear it. It's your job. You're the head of Paramount. Go away. Okay. And then you got Scotty with It's Just a Story. You'll probably find Scotty in the writer's room at Star Trek, probably at section 31. It's just a story. Time travel isn't real. Yet we know, but the grandfather. Okay. So the next dumbest thing, Gorilla's censored thoughts with I know what the grandfather paradox is. It's about
I
you
think that
weirdo.
might have fucking
Get the
right. I think that
get the
time when
fuck
I
off my
did that
channel.
fucking stream with that as my thumbnail and that, I think that might have fucking got the algorithm a bit. It,
Yeah,
it
well,
was thinking,
that's
oh,
the thing. I don't want to
I'm
be
not
talking.
supposed to
That's
promote this
the
channel.
yeah. It's I don't want to be talking. That's what I'm saying. This is totally gorilla infecting our beautiful time travel. It's bad enough that the grandfather paradox does involve murder, but he wants to talk about
Well,
having sex with your mum.
murder or
It's not. It's
manslaughter.
completely irrelevant. And then one of his mates on Twitter doubling down. So that's why you're on the pyramid of stupidity. No wonder you're called literally Gorilla Censored Thoughts. That's your name. Yeah, because that's not what the grandfather paradox is. And that's why that's even dumber than not knowing what it is. It's thinking what you know it is and getting it hopelessly and quite disturbingly incorrect. That's not what it is. Okay. So the next one, standard stupidity, we've now elevated. This is like the fourth stage. This is quite respectful, actually, for Canadian Spider Man. Standard level of stupidity. I don't know what the grandfather paradox is. Well, Spidey, at least you know that you don't know. It's a known unknown. That's right, folks. Canadian Spider Man hasn't got a clue. He's too busy knocking back shots of maple syrup. I'm not even kidding. That's what he does on YouTube for a good time. Too busy knocking back shots of maple syrup and dumping a load of loaded rifles in the fucking river, in the lake, like some kind of inverse Excalibur. So yeah, Spidey's like, yeah, grandfather paradox. What's that? I saw a movie with Jean Claude Van Damme once. So good for fucking you.
Good for
But at least,
you.
yeah, but at least Spidey knows that he hasn't got a fucking clue what we're talking about. That he's just too busy drinking and wondering about that 10-year engagement. Anyway, okay. So next on the level of stupidity, you got the time prophets. The time prophet who knows what the grandfather paradox is and can confirm it's actually the grandfather erasure paradox, because without getting into it, it's about erasing your grandfather before you, the time traveler, were born, thus preventing your birth. And I was born. Okay. So that is, and then the next level is Jill. Jill, who then will go, actually, it's not the grandfather. You don't need a grandparent. Why the father? So it's sexist and ageist. You don't need to actually murder any member of your family. You could smash up the time machine and destroy the notes. So it's actually the past prevention paradox. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought as a gesture of respect, I put Jill above the time prophet and understanding the grandfather paradox. So it's actually the grandfather erasure paradox that is actually the past prevention paradox. And yes, Tony, to be fair, Tim, understands this much about time travel. So if you know that the grandfather paradox is actually a very bad name for the paradox, very sexist, very ageist, and very obsessed with murder, the grandfather murder paradox, it's more efficient to call it the PPP, the past prevention paradox. If you know that, then congratulations, you're smarter than Spidey and at least as smart as Tony and Jill. And hopefully smarter than Trev's guest today. Did he even understand the grandfather paradox? Because he went straight to, oh no, No, you can't have multiple timelines. It's literally what he said, folks. He says you can't have the thing that it must be, and he said it that the must be the thing you can't have. He goes, you can't have multiple timelines. It's clearly one malleable timeline. Ah, that's why Trev's guest today, who will remain mercifully anonymous. Trev's guest today, the one with the ASMR voice, nice voice. Shame about what you got between your ears, mates, because you are incorrect. And indeed, thanks to Clobby's law, the answer to the grandfather paradox is hell no to one malleable timeline. Benchmark, that is our level for even talking to me. Jens can do what he likes, it's his channel. But if you don't understand that you need multiple timelines because you can't have one malleable timeline, father paradox. If it's one malleable timeline, unless of course you're Robert Heinlein, who says, well, you just avoid the issue and don't kill the grandparents so Marty doesn't disappear. Yeah, well done, famous science fiction author Robert A. Heinlein, whose answer is officially, I'm just going to avoid the issue, which does actually dovetail into Jens's idea of safe time travel, which is bollocks. And that's why Jens is next, indeed, at the top of our pyramid of stupidity, because Jens does understand Clobby's law plus chaos theory.
Oh no! Oh shit! What happened? What happened? Oh, Captain.
Oh, here we fucking go. Here we go. And this is why he's stupid.
Yeah, go on then. I'll let you
time
talk a
travel.
load of shit.
Yeah,
See
no,
you.
we'll get into it because that's a new topic, actually, safe time travel. But there's even more. See, we've got so much to talk about. But I think, therefore, understanding, as long as we all agree that basically, if you're not at that level, I'm basically marking it in red. If you don't understand, anyone that doesn't understand, basically like Trev's guest, I'm not even going to argue with you. I'm just saying, Trev, you're a new channel. I like you. You're funny. You think Scotty's funny because you got him on your show. Okay, I
Oh,
can
well, the
see
right
that.
side cunt then.
Yeah, but no, he's better at impersonations than Tony. He's like Tony, but he's good at impersonations and quite funny. He's like a funny version of Tony Stark of Iron. So well done, Trev.
Yeah,
New
but Stark
to
Martin
the
is not
YouTube
exactly fucking what
scene.
you'd call top tier fucking entertainment, is he?
He's not entertaining, but no, in fact, all he's got is a fairly good understanding of time travel because he's actually above you on the pyramid. But anyway, and next is Cam's law. Anyway,
Is he?
so but the thing
Fuck.
is,
Apparently,
Trev's
I'm at the
guest
top
with his
talking to me about mate.
you
Even
are at
though
the top,
fucking I shouldn't
certainly
even be on
above
that
Robert A.
fucking
Heinlein.
because I know about the grandfather paradox. And I said you don't have to go back and murder him. You can
Exactly.
go back and manslaughter.
You don't have to kill him at all. Maybe you're not at that level
Oh
of
yeah.
understanding. It's the PPP. There's no grandparent required. Actually, that's the thing. It's the grandfather murder paradox, and it is obsessed with murder. Maybe I put you too high. You don't need a grandparent to prevent. See, you don't even have to prevent your own
No,
birth.
but you
Why not
need
prevent the? Go
yeah
on, talking
you
over
need
me.
some parentage line though.
Incorrect. No, you don't. But maybe you don't get that. I'm going to have to put you down further. No, I'm afraid what Tony understands and Jens doesn't is you don't need to murder anyone, which is nice. All you need to do is prevent the creation of the time machine. That's just as paradoxical, isn't it?
No, he's
So,
talking shit.
no,
'Cause
I'm not.
you even
That's
go back.
perfectly logical. If there's no time machine, then you can't travel back in
Yeah,
time,
the
Tony. So you don't
grandfather
need to murder.
paradox is if you
Yeah,
fucking
you
go
take your
back
time.
and you kill your
Mhm.
grandfather or
No,
you get him killed by manslaughter or whatever, then he doesn't
I
have
just told you.
sex to have
See,
your mum or your dad. But it could be the great grandfather
no,
paradox. Still makes the
you don't have
same.
to kill any of them. I just
I
told you.
know,
I'm the only
I know
person
you
that
don't have to
thinks of
kill
that.
them, but that's what the grandfather paradox is. I know if you just prevent them from fucking meeting
No,
your
you don't have to do that
grandmother.
either. You don't have to prevent the birth of the time traveler. Why not just simply prevent the invention of the time machine? Same result.
No, but that's a shit film, innit? It's going to be a shit film
Doesn't matter. Not we're
where you
not
don't
talking
invent
about
the
what's
time machine, so
fun
you don't go
because
back to fuck up your
just
fucking.
Just pointing out, you don't need to prevent the birth of the time
There.
traveler. You can just as easily prevent the invention of the time machine. It's just as good. I'm just evolving the process and
Yeah, but
showing that
that's to
I'm
stop time
working.
travel. That's to stop time travel.
Yeah,
If
well,
you want
that's
to
what the
stop time,
grandfather
yeah, if you want to
paradox is
stop
all
time
about.
travel, then
Mhm.
preventing the fucking time machine from being fucking invented will stop time travel.
That's a pretty handy solution to the paradox, isn't it? No time travel, no preventing of your
Yeah,
birth.
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, there you go then. So either way, whether
I think
you
that
can
should put me
prevent,
off that
but
fucking
basically going
pyramid
back to
now.
our example, what's that?
I think I should be took off the pyramid for that answer.
Well, there's more because there's Cam's law, Bird of Prey Five's law, DVB's law, and of course now brand new Van Dam's law, which I don't expect anyone to know because I just made it up.
Yeah.
And that's our segue to the next slide, please, to Van Dam's law. Unless, of course, you want to confirm your place on the pyramid by telling me what Cam's law is, what Bird of Prey Five's law is, what DVB's law is, and of course what Clobby's law is. Because if you know all the laws, then you can join us at the top. DVB knows.
Well, I
Uh,
know all the fucking laws are all made up because time travel fucking is not fucking accessible. So
yep. Yeah. I've noticed you've said that a couple of times, mainly when I'm not around. You said that's DVB about two. You go right at the bottom. That's the Scotty answer, isn't it? It's just a
no,
story. Time travel isn't real. When you say that, Jens, you become the stupidest
no,
person on
that's the
YouTube.
laws. Yeah, but that's the laws, isn't it? There
Doesn't
ain't
matter
gonna
if
be
it's not
no
real.
fucking. There ain't gonna
The
be no
grandfather.
something. Yeah, everyone's
Sorry,
just
I've
guessing
interrupted.
though.
Sorry.
Everyone's just guessing.
That's incorrect. There is a logic to it. That's the beauty of it. I thought maybe you don't understand that, which
Yeah,
isn't
there's a
my problem.
logic to it, but the logic is a fucking logical fucking guess. It's an educated fucking guess.
No, it's not a guess at all.
Yeah, it is.
Incorrect. That's the beauty of it. There's a perfect logic.
No, it
That's why it doesn't matter whether time travel is or isn't real. The logic is the same. I think I've realized that's what I like about it. It doesn't matter whether it's real or not. You can't escape the grandfather paradox. You can rename it, but causality is you can blow up the universe. You can ride into the sun on a unicorn, but you can't prevent your own birth before it happens because who the fuck are you then? Yeah. Can't avoid the paradox. There it is. I wish I'd thought of it myself, but I didn't. Anyway, Van Dam's law. So once we understand that going back in time makes a new timeline, because there's no such thing as
no, I
manipul
don't.
bollocks.
Told ya. If you go back in time, but you don't disturb anything, and you're not seen,
Yeah, whatever.
then you don't create a new timeline.
Anyway, so that's the pyramid of stupidity. When you're ready, you can bring up G12 and we'll have a look at Van Dam's law, a brand new law for you time travel students or
You sent
indeed
me another
teachers.
one. Have you sent me another note or something?
No,
Which one is
no,
it then?
the one I sent earlier. The one that's got Van Dam's law written at the top.
Well,
The other one, basically. There's only two, and there's others, but
this one. Oh, this one.
see, who's this guy? Nah, that's not it. It's got Van Dam's law written at the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
got.
that's the one. Yeah, Van Dam, that's a yes. Brilliant. Yep. And I love this because it applies to Back to the Future and Time Cop equally. Yeah.
I think it just looks like you've been doodling, but go ahead, go on.
Well, of course it does.
Yeah, doodling a
Well,
lot
of
of
course
shit.
it does. I'm sending you the raw material. It'll need a nice bit of graphic. Of course, it looks like the deranged ramblings of a madman. That's why we have software to make things look nice and neat. Well, I didn't want to send you the notes, but you asked me. So
I
now
know,
you're
'cause I
taking
know
the
you'd
piss.
want
Yeah,
them
you're right.
showing. I know you'd want them showing.
You know,
So I have them like
yeah,
this, so I
I'm
can.
saying you're right. These are notes. These have not been professionally designed. My handwriting looks like some kind of doctor's prescription. You are correct. But don't let that fool you into thinking that the information is anything less than fucking golden, because the information is golden, as is every pronouncement I make on time travel. So don't worry, I'll do a nice looking poster for you, but that's going to cost money. In the meanwhile, you can put up with my fucking notes. Now, assuming that you're all high enough on the pyramid of stupidity, basically unlike Trev's guest, you understand that going back in time, going backwards in time, always creates a new timeline. And only going back in time creates a new timeline. That's why there's 3 timelines in Back to the Future and about 29 in Time Cop. So what are we adding? Van Damme's law. It was always there, but we didn't need to talk about it separately. Making a new timeline. So think Marty A going to 1955, creating timeline B. Making a new timeline potentially makes and or definitely continues a new copy of the time traveler and everyone that's there. So actually, that's not of the time traveler. Everyone but the time traveler. See, I've got to update the note now. That continues a new copy of everyone that's there. So that's only the time traveler if they're there. So everyone there. So not the time traveler, unless they're. And this is where. Oh yeah. So, but not necessarily. But not necessarily makes as per the grandfather paradox. Yeah, because you're making a new timeline. This is known, apart from for the people that it isn't. You're in a new timeline, and therefore everyone that was already alive has now been duplicated. So, for example, in 1955, everyone back in Hill Valley in 1955 was duplicated in the new timeline B.
Are you talking about
So, for
parallel
example,
universes and altered dimensions?
throw me
I
off
think you.
track there.
Yeah, I
We've
think
had this
you found this.
conversation. I'm
Yes.
only talking about timelines. Well, if you're going to talk over me, it's not much point doing this.
Well, just. Oh, I haven't. You've been going on for like 45 minutes.
Well, stop then. I don't care. I'll put it in the book. I don't give a fuck. Get me
Well,
on
I
here to
just
talk about time
fucking
travel. I'll
said.
talk
Are you
about time
talking
travel.
about alternate dimensions when you're talking about another fucking universe being created?
Are you
When you go
trolling? I'm
back
talking
in
about
time.
timelines. We've had this conversation. I'm only talking
I
about
know, I
timelines.
know,
There's no such thing as
and you didn't even fucking believe in ultimate, alternate dimensions and that.
I
But now you're
don't. I'm
talking,
only
but
talking
now
about
it seems like you
timelines. You're
do.
completely derailing the conversation.
All right, then go get back onto the fucking subject then.
Well, I don't know if I want to now with questions that stupid. See, that is what I call an unnecessary complication. There's no dimensions, there's no realities, there's no multiverse. There's just timelines. When you go back in time, you make a new timeline. It's so simple.
Yeah, but that's if there's only one timeline. But if there's
Yeah.
multiple timelines and that, then there must be multiple dimensions to fucking have these
There's no
timelines in.
dimensions. When I'm talking, there's only timelines. There's no dimensions. Your bullshit don't affect my beauty and simplicity with your fucking bullshit. That's your
Boy,
conversation with your
what?
bullshit. You fuck your dimensions up your ass, pal. You haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Well, you're talking about other people
I'm talking about
getting.
timelines and only timelines. And what you're doing is completely confusing anyone that's actually listening. I'm only talking about timelines. Timelines. Very
Timeline.
clear, very simple. Timelines.
Yep, but you're gonna have to keep it simple.
Well, I was till you started opening your fucking yap.
And how could you say talking about other dimensions where fucking people get
No, I
fucking
didn't.
created?
I didn't talk about dimensions at all. That was you.
Yeah. Because you're the one who was mentioning them. Well, describing them
No, I
anyway.
wasn't. I'm only that is incorrect. I'm only talking about timeline. That's part of my brand. Is that I only talk about timelines. There's no I ban any talk of dimensions or multiverses. I've made that quite clear in the past. As soon as you say dimension, you're out. If it was my show, you get booted just for saying dimension, just for saying the word. Completely irrelevant complication. I like to keep it simple. So I talk about timelines and only timelines.
Yeah, but that's why this is not your show because I like to talk about dimensions and time. Like that's what
No
happens in
fuck. When I'm
fucking
explaining
Back to the
my
Future.
deal, you do whatever you want. I don't give a
That's what I
fuck.
was saying happens in Back to the Future, but you was like, no, we don't.
Exactly. When I'm talking my theory, I'm talking my theory. I'm not going to talk about your theory. So if you want to talk about your theory, go ahead.
I was just saying, you was talking about timelines and dimensions.
No, I wasn't. Are you
Well,
stupid
you
or
was
something? There's
describing
no
about
such
timelines.
thing.
You was talking about them,
No
but you
such.
wasn't fucking knowing what you was talking about. But that's what you was
I
talking
do
about.
know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about timelines.
Well,
You're a
go
dumb
back
cunt
onto
that's
it then.
interrupting
Go
me.
back onto it then.
No, because you're a dumb cunt that has no clue, no concept of what I'm talking about. I'm completely above your level and you're beneath me because you keep banging on about fucking dimensions like the thick fucking moron that you are.
Right. Well, all I'm saying is, when fucking Marty McFly goes back in time and that, and he fucking opens up other timelines and dimensions, you got a bit fucking arsey. But now you believe
I'm not
in
remotely
fucking
arsey. I'm
Van
having a
Damme's
great
doing
time.
it, although
My
he's a
emotional
time cop.
state is completely irrelevant. That's completely an ad hominem. I'm actually having a great time. I'm very happy. I'm not remotely arsey. I'm also not remotely interested in talking about dimensions.
All right. Maybe a bit too above your pay grade. Oh yeah, he's gone. So yeah, you got that. That one, Mark. Oh, so yeah. Well, Captain, I'll let him fucking have his little fucking stream about his notes, and yeah. Once again, it got to a stage where dimensions and timelines are getting, I use them synonymously. Obviously, the captain doesn't, does he? So, yeah, he went. He was like, oh no, gotta go. When we talk about timelines and dimensions, it's a bit above fucking what he well, as I say, he was talking about time because he was saying, oh yeah, when you go back in time, you don't go back into the timeline, you go into a new timeline, and that it's like, oh, what? Oh, like a new dimension. You just got here, like, yeah. When you use fucking timelines and dimensions fucking synonymously, okay, Captain gets a bit fucking confused. Like, oh yeah, shit. I don't like talking about timelines, even though, well, I mean, I don't, I don't like talking about timelines and dimensions, even though he was describing a fucking a timeline fucking dimension of an alternate fucking an alternate fucking dimension of fucking whatever fucking place. So, this is this is why I don't like fucking talking time travel. Like, you don't understand the right dopey folks. even when they're describing it, fucking, they don't realise what they're describing. So yeah, like fucking hell. Well, well, let him have his little stream and that, you know. You can't say I didn't fucking give him a fucking chance to fucking see his fucking views and that, but you can't fucking. I can't let him talk too much shit though. You know, it's like fucking hell. I do have like a fucking standard here. It's like, yeah, I'll let you talk so much shit, but when you don't understand fucking, you've just described a fucking dimension, a new dimension of a timeline that's been opened up. Even though it's all fucking fictional shit. But that's what I say. That's why dimensions have been mentioned in time travel and all that shit. Because that's what I'm always saying, okay, that Marty could see himself in the future because he went into a different dimension. And the captain couldn't get it. It's like, oh yeah, well, it's like a different fucking timeline where fucking Marty didn't fucking go to 2005 with Doc. So yeah, he couldn't get that. Oh, Captain oh, DVB was fucking. Time Copy's a cool movie, mostly because of Van Damme being awesome, yeah. Gotta give Captain credit, he finally watched it, yeah, he's fucking. Oh, now you've got him fucking going irate on fucking other fictional fucking time travel fucking theories. Fuck. Um, Trust me, that's the last thing I want to do right now is give Captain Mark any credit. Did you screen grab that one to Captain? And Captain says, my Abraham's name is B is literally that simple. No, he doesn't create timeline B. He only creates timeline B once he's fucking disturbed something in timeline A to create timeline B. Which, in this case, it's smashing into the barn. And that's how fucking. Back to the Future dude see it. Dewey says, how dare you talk behind my back on public streams in front of my face, lol. And Kevin says, I see you have a problem with my screen grabs. Jens has a problem with Marty A creating timeline B. Yeah, because he doesn't create it as soon as he fucking enters the fucking place. Because he can, if he had some fucking, oh, was it not petroleum? Or is it petroleum? Well, whatever it is, I shouldn't be saying it on YouTube because they'll fucking be like, oh, fuck. Yeah, well, whatever it is, if he had enough to get him back, he could have just gone back and he wouldn't have even disturbed that timeline. And then Digby says, "No, man, screen grab your heart out." So, yeah. Uh, yes, I say, okay. Captain's got another fucking like theory he can fucking get all fucking wound up on. Yeah. Honestly, it takes it a bit too seriously. I know, like, Scotty doesn't take it seriously. But I think the captain takes it too seriously. As I say, I think he believes he can fucking invent a fucking time machine, and so he's willing to get all this fucking time traveling law down, so he knows not to fucking fuck up his own future. Uh, Sometimes, oh, it's like fucking hell. That's why, yeah, I say it. Yeah, probably fucking hasn't got himself fucking settled down much. Even though fucking, I think he's fucking had a wife and that, but no one's gonna fucking. But that's why he lives alone though, because no one's gonna be fucking putting up with the captain kicking off when all you're saying is, oh, so you're agreeing with me now about fucking dimensions? I don't mention dimensions. All right, then. Fucking hell. But yeah, got to the hour mark, so I'll close the stream and that. But, DB says, "Who would have thought that anything said in a public stream would be fucking public? Oh my stars!" And Captain says, "The only person wound up is Jens. He booted me off." No, I didn't. You left. When I booted you off, I'd have said, right, that's enough for you. You're talking shit. Get the fuck off like I did boot you off fucking yesterday. No, you left because we started talking about fucking dimensions that you can't get your head around. And so you was like, oh, fuck that. I don't want to be stuck in a conversation where I fucking don't know what I'm talking about. Goes says, and then started talking about how he and you got an A there for some reason thinks timeline B how he A that might be thinks timeline B was created echo chamber. Yeah. Well, it's an echo chamber of fucking correctness though, isn't it? Correct masculine fucking timeline fucking dimension theories. That's what that was full of. And you couldn't handle it. You fucked off like a little bitch. Yeah, dimensions after I left. Yeah, I don't know. You said I kicked you off. And now he just admitted he left, yeah. Jens literally just described how he thinks Timeline B was created. Yeah. I think you should worry. I think you should worry about more serious things than fictional timelines. But fuck, there we go. That's a captain for you. Great entertainment. This is why I have him on. Oh, without referring to dimensions once. Funny that. I'll tell you what is funny, the way you act, Captain. You're acting like fucking I promised you a rose garden. Even though I'll let you come on and talk shit. I mean, how how many fucking streamers, the YouTube streamers or any streamers, would let you on their show to talk a load of shit? Anyway, my announcement was about my script. No, it wasn't. It didn't even fucking hear about your script. But anyway, I'm fucking gonna be shutting down the stream. So fucking you'll have to do it on another stream. Cause yeah, it's like 5 minutes over. Well, 2 minutes over. Yeah, because we started a bit late, didn't we? But yeah. How about I quit your channel? You done it loads of time, Captain. Been fucking loads of times where you fucking unsubscribed and then resubscribed. See it all the time. As I say, you're so fucking much of an annoying bastard. There's no one will fucking have you. That's why you have to come fucking coming back to me. You're like a fucking a drunk that I'm the only bar that that will save you. You know sooner or later you're gonna have to fucking come here. DB says, Jens, I was thinking the next time travel movie we should discuss sometimes is the Terminator. Oh, I don't. I, I really want to fucking discuss fucking really time travel and that shit. Like, one of them where fucking any films I would like need to do is fucking Extraction 2. Oh yeah. But yeah, that is. And there's only like two timelines in there. But Cap says, DVP, we agree. The next title yesterday. Then F your drive bar. DB, I was talking to Jens Captain. Captain, then FU2 Q jumper. And then if people don't want to hear my explaining time travel correctly, then you can all F off. Oh. Now, some people call the captain a diva. I wonder why. He'll be back. So yeah, end the stream now. So yeah, thanks to the captain and DVB for watching, as the captain for being on, and that. And yeah, I'll be doing a stream next Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, GMT time. Doing a calling out sign head bitches and that. And maybe if the captain fucking. Oh, DB says, next time I feel like getting yelled at, I'll let you know, Captain. Lol. I know. Oh, well, you know. Captain doesn't like to be fucking told he's wrong, does he? So, oh. Hey, Kevin says, yell at yourself. Easy. He's got a bit upset, hasn't he? Poor bird. Oh, well. Once he can understand dimensions and that, as I say, fucking, you'd be like, oh yeah, you're right. I was talking about dimensions. But